Found this interview especially interesting because the person just stated what compels people and them to marry is to just start a family. I mean, the reason I found that so interesting was because it just sounds so simple. And from everything that I've gathered so far, marriage isn't something that's simple. It's something that's very hard. It's something that is still not understood to us, something that we're still working on. So for them just to say, just to start a family, I don't know. Maybe they weren't trying to make it seem as if it was something that was simple, but it just came off like that to me. Although they did not point out they needed to connect with the person, well, although they did point out that they needed to connect with the person and trust them, again, it inevitably correlated to just starting a family. I also found it interesting how this person, like many of the other male participants, pointed out how money was a big part of marriage. Overall, we see that marriage is not just for you. By you, I mean, I guess just for me, it's something that you have to think about in terms of others. You have to think about kids. You have to think about two-parent households, which this person did, which I also found very insightful. It's something that has to be planned. I mean, I knew that marriage was complicated, but this project just made me realize that it's even more complicated than I thought. You can't just think for you anymore. You have to think for yourself, your spouse, and you have to add children, and then inevitably think for them too. So it's a lot of thinking going on.